should not engage. That leads to more crimes. There is no public condemnation of that either. Tuinsana.
No. When it comes to the gentleman who said women should not wear torn jeans, you know where he is right now. So, everything need not be condemned, but our actions speak louder than words. That's the point. When it comes to Gandhi siblings, please don't barge in. When it comes to Gandhi siblings, they are hypocrites par excellence. They jump into the issue when it comes to a non-BJP state. In the last 6 years, when a Dalit hawker was murdered by terrorists in Kashmir, they never came to help his family. When it comes to rape incidents in any non-BJP state, they jump at it. In a BJP state, they jump at it. But when it comes to a non-BJP state, they act as complicit enablers. And I think the hypocrisy of both Congress Party and TMC today needs to be called out over here.
You know what is funny, Nikhil Jain, is that on the day that the press conference was being addressed, here is what the Congress Party said. This is not just about one event. It reflects the utter disregard for women's dignity that has become normal under the Modi government. When the world looks to India, democracy built on equality, what message are we sending by allowing such discrimination to take place? The utter disregard for women's dignity that has become normal under the Modi government. You know what has become normal under the Mamata government? For rape survivors to be told that this was a deal gone wrong between a woman and her client. Who was told this? Suzette Jordan. Who said it? Kakoli Ghosh Dastidar, a member of parliament of the TMC. Madan Mitra, who says things like, if a friend rapes another friend, what are you going to do? Kalyan Banerjee, who's saying if the college was shut, why did she go inside? Women should not go into shut places even if somebody calls them inside. What happened to the entire pontificating on dignity of women? Don't you think this violates the dignity of women? And it deserves at least one word from the powers that be, Nikhil Jain?
Padmaja, certainly these comments are absolutely condemnable. They question the agency of women. They're misogynist, they're sexist. These leaders should not have made these comments and they should have been reprimanded in their respective parties.
But Nikhil Jain, nobody speaks about it. That is the whole problem.
The role of
if you can speak about things from Kashmir to Kanyakumari, why can't you spare one word for Durgapur?
Padmaja, can I make a point for a moment that's not political and a point that applies across political parties? I'm sure there are leaders from the TMC, BJP and even the Congress who have made objectionable and misogynist statements. I think it is time that all our political leaders, starting with the Prime Minister taking the lead and Rahul Gandhi and others following, all our political leaders need to condemn such misogynist statements. And what I find hypocritical right now is the BJP talking about it. And by the way, I was not talking about Naib Saini, I was talking about Manohar Lal Khattar, who happens to be a Union Cabinet Minister at the moment. So that answers Mr. Sinha's, argument. You know where Mr. Rawat is right now. Mr. Khattar is in the Union Cabinet right now. Also, do we remember that case when the BJP Haryana chief's son was talking a girl who happened to be a bureaucrat's daughter? You know what happened afterwards? Nothing was done with the guy. He was let out on bail and he's currently the assistant, or at least he was made the assistant general of the state of Haryana. Yes, that was a terrible decision, but he was removed after the outrage. What has happened to Mamata Banerjee?
All of this. What has been done to Kalyan Banerjee? You know what is the irony? That Kalyan Banerjee, leave alone rape survivors, Kalyan Banerjee made the most disgusting statements about a member of parliament from his own party. And you know what was the response of the party? We don't wrestle with pigs. And that is why, sir, when you say this is a larger societal problem and we don't want to make it a political point, it is very much political. If you cannot call out the misogynist within your own party, there is zero hope from you to stand up for the dignity of women. Let me open this up just a second. Harshvardhan ji, just a second. Harshvardhan ji, यहाँ पर आगे किया जा रहा है कि हर कोई अपनी अपनी सहूलियत से बात करती है. अगर बीजेपी अपने लोगों को कुछ नहीं बोलती है, तो किसी को भी ये हक नहीं है कि वो टीएमसी या ममता बनर्जी के ऊपर उंगली उठाए. सच बात तो है. ऐसे लोग तो हर ही पार्टी में होते हैं.
नहीं पद्मजा, मुझे बड़ा देखकर दुख हो रहा है कि ये वॉट अबाउटरी में पूरी डिबेट चली गई. पश्चिम बंगाल में जो कुछ हो रहा है, हमने संदेश खाली आरजी कार या जितने इंसिडेंट्स अभी आपने स्क्रीन पर दिखा दिए, मैं उनको दोहराना नहीं चाहता हूं. एक माइंडसेट दिखा रहा. पश्चिम बंगाल की ममता बनर्जी गवर्नमेंट, और ये टॉप से आ रहा है, यानी खुद ममता बनर्जी से आ रहा है, वो इनसेंसिटिव है पूरी तरह से इस तरह के मामलों को लेकर. हमने आरजी कर के मामले में देखा कि किस तरह से प्रिंसिपल से लेके कमिश्नर तक को बचाने के लिए सरकार खड़ी दिखी। हमने ये देखा संदेश खाली में कैसे उसको बचाने के लिए सरकार खड़ी दिखी, कैसे वो अदालत में इस तरह से जा रहा था जैसे वो जज से ज्यादा प्रभावी वही है। हमने ताजे मुल्क के मामले में देखा कि मुस्लिम इलाका था, उसमें शरिया हो सकता है। पश्चिम बंगाल को हो क्या गया है, और उसमें जब चीफ मिनिस्टर ममता बनर्जी, हम लोग इतना आउटरेज कर रहे हैं कि क्यों अफगानिस्तान की एम्बेसी में क्या हुआ, उसके हम टेक्निकल पॉइंट पे डिस्कशन कर रहे हैं। और उसके बाद दूसरे दिन विदेश मंत्री को, महिला रिपोर्टर्स को भी बुलाना पड़ा, बिल्कुल बुलाना चाहिए था, लेकिन वो इतना बड़ा क्या इशू था क्या? एक डिप्लोमेटिक विजिट को जिसको सबोटाज करने के लिए कांग्रेस पार्टी के नेता राहुल गांधी और दूसरे लोग उसको एजेंडा बनाते हैं, ये बिल्कुल मैं इसके फेवर में हूं कि उसका विरोध होना चाहिए था, महिला रिपोर्टर को पहले ही दिन जाने देना चाहिए था। लेकिन आपने एक डिप्लोमेटिक विजिट को, एक कोशिश जो हम दूसरी तरह से कर रहे हैं और जिसका परिणाम भी दिख रहा है, उसको आपने सबोटाज करने की कोशिश। यहां ममता बनर्जी हेड ऑफ द स्टेट है, उनके मुंह से ऐसी बात निकलने का मतलब है कि वो अपनी जो कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल ड्यूटी है उसको पूरी नहीं कर पा रही। हमें वॉट अबाउटरी में नहीं जाना चाहिए। कौन सी पार्टी, हर पार्टी का नेता कभी न कभी उसकी स्लिप ऑफ टंग हुई है, कभी न कभी उसका गलत तरीके की बयानबाजी है। हम उस पर डिबेट करने चलेंगे तो ये सेंसिटिव टॉपिक पे बात ही नहीं होगी। ममता बनर्जी को एक क्षण मुख्यमंत्री की कुर्सी पर रहने का अधिकार नहीं है। लगातार ऐसे इंसिडेंसेस
तो खाली ममता बनर्जी पे बात करेंगे आप?
मुझे just 20 seconds.
जी हर्षवर्धन, मैं बात पूरा कीजिए।
और इसीलिए मैं कह रहा हूं, जब हम इस तरह की बात करते हैं और जो लोग ये डिबेट्स देखते हैं ना, उनको भी अब इससे उबन होने लगी पदुजा बहुत। ये जिस तरह की बात होती, मनोहर लाल खट्टर ने कभी कोई बयान दिया था, त्रिवेंद्र सिंह रावत ने कभी कोई बयान दिया था, ठीक है ना, उस वक्त डिबेट हुई होगी, उस वक्त हमने इसी तरह से लानत भेजी होगी जिसने भी गलत बयानी की होगी। लेकिन आज इतने सेंसिटिव मैटर पर कोई व्यक्ति इस तरह की नॉनसेंस तरह की डिबेट ले जा सकता है, ये भला कैसे हो सकता है? सेंस में रह के बात करना चाहिए ना।
अनिर्बान बैनर्जी,
गैंगरेप हुआ है।
Anirban Banerjee, and just by the way, the Congress wasn't the only one. We had members of the Trinamool Congress also very vociferously talking about, and you of course have a firebrand leader, Mahua Moitra, who said government has dishonored every single Indian woman by allowing Taliban minister to exclude women journalists from presser. Shameful bunch of spineless hypocrites. I mean, I can't even get started on the irony of these words of somebody saying shameful bunch of spineless hypocrites, because the next day, when the focus was on what happened in Durgapur, the same MP was busy cutting birthday cakes. One time you have to speak for women in your state and you couldn't find an hour, you couldn't find a moment. Who's the shameful bunch of spineless hypocrites?
The RSS BJP cabal, they are. Because the very state of Uttar Pradesh, the chief minister, when he publicly said that anybody supporting the Taliban is anti-human, anti-India, anti-national, etc., people got arrested and everything. And that very government, UP government, Adityanath government, had to escort a Taliban minister to whatever place he wanted to go to. So if you are speaking about hypocrisy, do you think we have to go any further than the RSS BJP? Now we are speaking about women's safety, dignity of women. Here we are discussing so-called quotes of politicians, but what about the official decision of two governments which led to the release of proven convicted gang rapists? What about that? Who will discuss about that? Did any word of condemnation come from any of the so-called journalists of our esteemed media industry? No, they were busy trying to justify and...
Who are we talking about? Who are we talking about?
About the gang rapists of Bilkis Bano. Have you forgot?
It came in for condemnation from every single person.
Absolutely.
Who in their right mind will think that they need to get remission?
Okay, in that case...
They were first of all given remission by court, and yet everyone condemned it, rightly so. And a chief minister justifying or a chief minister shaming a victim is very different from the example you're quoting, Mr. Banerjee.
No, absolutely not. First of all, they were released not by any court. They were released by the government. Please get your facts correct. I know there must be different kind of pressures, but the fact is fact. No court released them. Rather, the Supreme Court ordered them to be imprisoned back. So therefore, the court did not release them. It was the government, the Gujarat state government, the union government, also run by the BJP, they got into the same page and ordered the release of those convicts because they had allegedly, not allegedly, but provenly gang raped a woman who happened.
That was terrible.
And
Now tell
it
me,
did not
is
just
it okay
stop
for the
there.
Chief Minister to say what she said? Anirban Banerjee, you can keep going round and round in circles. Does that make it okay for the Chief Minister to blame a victim for what happened?
Very uncomfortable waters for you. I know these waters are very uncomfortable for the people masquerading as journalists here. So a person was saying that the Chief Minister does not have any right to continue in her position. Sir, does Narendra Modi have any right to continue in his position?
Mr. Banerjee, you're not answering my question. Is it okay? Are you saying what the Chief Minister of West Bengal has said? It's okay. There's nothing wrong in it.
Your question is completely wrong because I think you do not understand Bangla. Whatever the Chief Minister said, I think the people who have reported it to you that he said this.
The Chief Minister actually hasn't spoken in Bangla at all. The Chief Minister spoke in English. And thankfully, I do understand English. You may get your facts right. The Chief Minister, and let me quote to you exactly what she has said verbatim. There is a private college, matter nobody is supporting. But you tell me in Odisha 3 weeks ago, 3 girls are raped in Sea Beach. What action is being taken by Odisha government? That girl, it's a shocking thing. She was studying in a private medical college. So all the private medical college, whose responsibility it is? How did she come out at night at 12:30? Private medical colleges should take care. Their students and especially the girl child at night time, they should not be allowed to come on the outside. They have to protect themselves also. This is word for word what Mamata Banerjee has said. Is it okay?
That is not the only things. That is not the only things she said. There were other things as well which were in Bangla, and later she also commented about the distortion that the media has done. A number of media actually changed their version. Initially, they distorted her statement. Later on, under pressure, they changed their version.
There is zero distortion. Let's set the record straight. I will
tell you why.
I will play for you, Anirban Banerjee. Nothing should be left to doubt.
It doesn't matter.
I will play for you exactly what Mamata Banerjee has said. There is no distortion. You are misleading people. You are misleading people, Anirban
by the media. Was that misleading?
You are misleading.
You captured Islamabad. You captured Islamabad. Did you not?
I never captured
Islamabad.
May Islamabad be captured one day? I don't see why you are so traumatized about Islamabad being captured. But what Mamata Banerjee has said is absolutely clear to my mind. I will play it for you again. Let's play what Mamata Banerjee said.
She was studying in a private medical college. So all the private medical college, whose responsibility? How they came out in the night at 12:30, and it happens in the, so far I know, forest area, and 12:30 I do not know what happened. Investigation is on. I'm shocked to see the incident, but private medical colleges also used to take care for their students, and especially the girl child at night time. They should not be allowed to come out in the outside. They have to protect themselves also. There is a forest area.
Especially the girl at night time, they should not be allowed to come outside. Anirban Banerjee, where is the distortion?
This is the part of the clip of her entire statement. She also made the statement regarding this issue later on, and she also said that the media.
Sorry, how many different ways can you interpret the sentence? The girl child should not be coming out at night. They have to protect themselves. How many different interpretations do you have to that sentence?
You show me a hostel belonging to a university or a college that does not have this rule for not just girls, even for boys, that they can freely roam around outside the hostel after say 10 p.m. or 11 p.m. whatever the time might be.
So you're saying that what the Chief Minister
show me one
said
university, show me
that
one
if somebody
rule.
roams around after 11:30 p.m. or 12 a.m., they deserve what comes to them. Is that what you're suggesting?
That is your mindset. That is
what you're trying to imply.
No, that is, you are saying, you are expressly
what
saying
it.
I am not
implying. What I am according saying, to you, when the Chief Minister says that after 12:30 a.m., the girl child should not be outside. Why shouldn't the girl child be outside after 12:30 a.m.?
if you don't get so motivated about interrupting me and not the BJP guys, then let me please answer. You show me one university hostel regulation where it does not mention that you cannot return back to the hostel after say 10 p.m. or 11 p.m.
Then in that case, the
regarding
chief
the
minister doesn't
night.
need to be there. There needs to be no police. There needs to be no home minister, because
In that case, why not remove this regulation
college
from every
and the
university
safety of the
hostel?
girl is incumbent on the institution and the individual, right? Why do we have a government then? Why do we have a police?
It is incumbent upon the police, upon the administration, as well as the hostel authority. If that is not the case, then why is the rule is
some
there?
sage advice. It was practical advice. You are politicizing it. I'm coming to you, Tausif Khan. This was just sage advice, because every institution anyway has curfew for women.
We are missing out the larger point. Even if, forget the fact that Mamata Banerjee has made an obnoxious statement about women not going out at 12:30. She is anyway lying. The incident took place between 8 p.m. and 9 p.m. Where is the question of the girl going out at 12:30? And this is what I'm saying. The entire approach of Mamata Banerjee after every rape has been pro-culprit rather than pro-victim. And I think, she needs to explain this.
Okay, now since you will not intervene,
Pro-culprit.
So may I say something?
You can fact check. The incident took place between 8 p.m. and 9 p.m.
May I
So why
say something?
would you
Since you will not
unnecessarily
intervene,
want
even
to
if it
spread
goes on
falsehood about the victim? Why would you want to spread falsehood about the victim when it is very clear that the incident has taken place between 8 p.m. and 9 p.m., which is a very normal activity hour in any part of the country. You may be living in a time warp, you may be living 50 years ago, but today at any part of the country, 8:30 is a very normal activity hour.
Right.
Please stop being pro-culprit, because you are condoning, you are actually encouraging these rapes. And you know why, Padmaja, this becomes atrocious? Mamata Banerjee's loose talk cannot be equated with the loose talk of any other politician, because she, being the Home Minister and the Health Minister of Bengal, she's trying to influence the investigation with her partial comments.
Okay, I want to just read out the statement that came from the institute where this young lady was studying, Tausif Khan. And just to set to rest this entire canard of, there are curfews, 12:30 at night, here is the exact sequence of events. Last evening at approximately 7:58 p.m., both students left the campus for dinner. One of them returned at 8:42 p.m., but after loitering around the main exit area for about 5 to 6 minutes, she stepped out again at about 8:48 p.m. The two then returned together at 9:29 p.m. The female student proceeded towards the girls' hostel at around 9:31 p.m. There is no 12:30 a.m. factor, not that it's relevant at all. At 9:39, she was in her hostel. Why was this canard spread about her?
Well, Padmaja, the investigation is going on. Kudos to the West Bengal police that they arrested the accused yesterday itself and detained one more yesterday itself, and today the fifth person was arrested. Police is building a watertight case to secure conviction against the accused. That is what the Bengal police is doing, in consonance with what the central government NCRB data shows, that among all the cities in the country, Kolkata is the safest for women for the last 4 consecutive years. Now contrast that with the BJP ruled state, not very far but in Odisha. Between June 17 and June 25, 10 days, between 10 days, 5 rapes were reported in Golpur beach, in Keonjhar district, in Ganjam district, in Mayurbhanj. There is no media outrage. Why? Why this hypocrisy? Are we interested in fighting the menace of rape? No, please, I'm not finished. I'm not finished. Padmaja, please don't do this. Padmaja, I am not finished. Please. I am not finished. Let me complete.
That is the issue. Crimes happened across the country. Crimes have happened in Bengal earlier. Crimes have happened in Uttar Pradesh, in Maharashtra. The question here is, why is the Chief Minister making such a comment? That is the real point. Why?
Exactly my point. Exactly my point. That this is not a media debate. This is not a, you're not concerned about the menace of the society.
No,
but
we are very
only
concerned, sir.
that Mamata
What we
Banerjee
are
should be
concerned
removed from
about
the
is
power
that this
because
menace is
BJP
given a
wants
free
to
run
come here in power because
Chief
election is
Minister
pending.
trivializes it.
You are not at all interested.
Chief Minister
that
is
rape should be
trivializing it.
stopped. I am challenging you. You are a hypocrite. You are not
Your
interested
challenge
that
is a
rape should be stopped.
non-starter
We must take
because
some
you don't know
initiative, and
anything
we must
about
have
what
some
I stand
laws
for,
which
Tausif
should
Khan.
deter
My
the
question
rapists
is,
in
if
the
you cannot sit here and call out somebody who is trying to blame a woman for a crime that she was subjected to, then I don't want to call you names, but you have revealed yourself.
You have revealed yourself. I am saying that the rapist, should they receive capital punishment? Yes or no? I am asking this question. Mamata Banerjee says that yes, each and every rapist should be hanged. They should receive capital punishment.
But Mamata Banerjee also
Bengal
says
Assembly has already
they should
passed
not be allowed to come outside after dark. They have to protect themselves.
Modi government standing on the way.
What do you make of Mamata Banerjee saying they should not come out after dark? They have to protect themselves.
Again, you are interrupting. I understand your problem. I understand the pressure that you have from BJP. You cannot allow me to speak. I know. Do you want capital punishment for the rapist? Yes or no? I'm asking you the question. If you
I want capital punishment for rapists when they are found guilty. Do you think that the chief minister should apologize for saying that women should not step out after dark?
What is the current law?
Do you think that the chief minister of West Bengal should apologize for saying that women should not step out after dark?
Under current law, only 10 years imprisonment for rape.
Tausif Khan, do you think the chief minister should apologize for saying that women should not step out after dark?
Gang rape of
yes or no?
Like incident where
do you think the chief minister, Tausif Khan, should apologize for saying that women should not step out after dark? Yes or no?
That's a university rules. The university rule says so. Any concerned parents would want that. If any concerned parent, I bet you ask the parent of the...
She was inside her hostel according to the university rules and timings. She was inside her hostel according to the university rules. The question is, why did the chief minister mislead that she was outside past midnight?
It's a forest area. After
the chief minister literally misled people.
As a concerned parent, I would say the same exact things. I would say the same. I would want the university.
Mr. Khan, like I just said, the woman was back in her hostel at 9:39 p.m. And yet, the chief minister, no less, spread a canard that she was outside past midnight. Why?
That is subject to investigation.
No, it is not. The university has put out a statement
here and pass judgment on studio. Do you want...
The university has put out a statement.
Simple question, Padmaja. You are a woman. You are a woman. Lakhs of women are watching you on your show. I am saying I want the death penalty for these rapists. Do you want it or not? If you do,
Khan, much as you try and digress from the main issue,
please ask
being
them,
a woman, and by the way, I do not
allowing
think being
the passage
sensitive
of
to
the
these
bill,
issues
Aparajita bill,
should depend on whether you're a man or a woman. As a woman, frankly, it sickens me when people bring up these issues with a caveat attached, when they pick up issues only which are politically convenient to them, when they completely turn a blind eye to inconvenient incidents that are happening in friendly states, it sickens me. And it sickens me also that you cannot bring yourself to say one word of condemnation.
You're a hypocrite. You don't want death penalty for rapists. Under current law, there's only 10 years imprisonment for rape. That's our current law that Mr. Modi has brought. And for the gang rape of an adult woman, only 20 years imprisonment. So be rest assured, even if the West Bengal police secures a conviction, these rapists are not going to be hanged.
Okay, Harshvardhan Tripathi, conviction तो हो रहा है ना, और उनको फांसी पे भी चढ़ा दिया जाएगा. बहुत अच्छा इन्वेस्टिगेशन हो रहा है, पॉलिटिक्स में घुसने की जरूरत नहीं.
मुझे पहला पॉइंट जो तुहिन ने भी कहा और आपने भी वो सवाल पूछा, जो मीडिया रिपोर्ट्स हैं, जो लड़की के पिता ने बयान दिया है कि 8:30 के आसपास का ये वाकया है, बिटवीन 8 to 9. पहला, तो क्यों चीफ मिनिस्टर को ऐसा झूठ बोलना पड़ा, ये सवाल खड़ा होता है. दूसरा, बार बार मैं देख रहा हूं हर डिबेट में टीएमसी के स्पोक्स पर्सन या टीएमसी से जुड़े हुए जो लोग हैं वो ये कह रहे हैं कि अरे ये तो यूनिवर्सिटी को या जो प्राइवेट इंस्टीट्यूशन है उसको करना चाहिए. क्या लॉ एंड ऑर्डर किसी भी स्टेट में प्राइवेट कोई यूनिवर्सिटी या इंस्टीट्यूशन हैंडल करता है क्या? क्या हो गया है ये ममता बनर्जी की सरकार के जितने इस तरह के उनके राज में जो कुकर्म हो रहे हैं, जो बिल्कुल ही महिलाओं के खिलाफ अत्याचार हो रहे हैं, इस तरह के मामले एक के बाद एक सामने आ रहे हैं और उसमें वो पूरी तरह से जिसको कहते हैं कोई लॉजिक नहीं है, कोई फैक्ट नहीं है, और जो तौसीफ पूछ रहे हैं बार बार सवाल, उनको लग रहा है कि बहुत बड़ा काम उन्होंने किया। हर व्यक्ति चाहता है कि जो भी रेपिस्ट है उसको कड़ी से कड़ी सजा मिले, इसमें कोई हिब्बत नहीं है। कानून 10 साल और 20 साल का है, रेयरेस्ट ऑफ रेयर केसेस में फांसी का भी है। सवाल यह है कि आपके राज में जब कुछ होता है तो आप बिल लाकर उसका प्रोपेगेंडा करना चाहते हैं। आप जो पीड़ित है उसको न्याय देने की बजाय आप नए तरह का तमाशा खड़ा करना चाहते हैं। आरजी कर के समय वहां के जो सिंगर थे, वहां के जो सेलिब्रिटीज थे, वहां के जो आर्टिस्ट थे, उनको कैंडल लाइट विजिल,
अकॉर्डिंग टू यू 10 years imprisonment is justice।
कि बाकायदा इनको
ये न्याय है आपका?
आपको
रेपिस्ट के लिए 10 साल का जेल, यही है आपका न्याय? ये क्या न्याय है? ऐसे न्याय को मैं नहीं मानता। न्याय वही होगा जब आप डेथ पेनल्टी देंगे।
सिर्फ और सिर्फ महिला सुरक्षा
डेथ पेनल्टी देना न्याय है,
तमाशा बनाना है।
10 साल का जेल देना न्याय नहीं है। ये आपका गलत सोच है।
गैर संवेदनशील बयान पर, संवेदनहीन बयान पर, जिसमें उन्हें मुख्यमंत्री की कुर्सी से उतारने की मांग होनी चाहिए, उनको बचाने की कोशिश है। शर्मनाक है ये।
This is not concern, it's a charade. So basically, Nikhil Jain, anytime somebody speaks up and talks about the dignity of women, we should take it with a giant sack of salt, isn't it?
Absolutely not, Padmaja. So, Padmaja, unfortunately and disgustingly, every year in India, we have over 31,000 reported cases of rape, 250 cases of gang rape. I look at it as a problem, as a discussion with 3 points. 1, prevention. How does it and why does it happen in the first place? 2, the response of the government machinery in catching the accused and getting them convicted. And 3, the response of our political leaders when something like this happens. This is, I think, the third part is what we are talking about in light of Mamata Banerjee's statement. I have already condemned Mamata Banerjee's statement, but if we want to have a larger discussion and not just try and bash one particular political...
Nobody from the Congress has. You know what Imran Masood said?
No.
Imran Masood, who asked for every chief minister's resignation at the drop of a hat, said that this is not something we can pin down on any one state. Pawan Khera said this is a result of the kind of atmosphere being created on social media, the kind of words being used on social media against women. Really? Social media is driving Mamata Banerjee to say that women should not step out after dark.
Just to bash Mamata Banerjee and the Congress, or do you want to have a fair debate? Because let me tell you the difference between Rahul Gandhi
what is sauce for the goose, Nikhil Jain, is sauce for the gander.
At a single
Every single time there has been
you will not allow me to
nuance.
speak. What's the point of me being on the
Zero
debate?
nuance.
You'll
when
have
you
to allow me to
of the
speak.
Taliban press
You'll have to allow me to
there were
speak.
100 nuances which were applicable there. 1, it was happening on their territory. 2, the Afghan spokesperson himself said that it was only a technicality. There were women present at an event with those same people at the Vivekanand Foundation. But you had zero nuance in the discussion at that time. Today you want to talk about a holistic solution, really?
Can we talk about... No, I want to compare the BJP and the Congress. Since you're taking pot shots at the Congress for not condemning Mamata Banerjee's statement, let me set out the difference for your viewers between Rahul Gandhi and Narendra Modi. Except the Nirbhaya victim, Narendra Modi has never met the family of a single rape victim. Rahul Gandhi has met the families of many of them.
Did he meet the RG Kaur rape victim?
Rahul Gandhi...
No, hold on a second. Did he meet the RG Kaur rape victim? Do you know, because I remember last year when he put out one tweet belatedly on the RG Kaur rape case, I asked every single person from the Congress who appeared on TV, will he visit the victim of RG Kaur in Calcutta just like he visited Hathras, just like he has gone everywhere across Uttar Pradesh, just like he went to the Delhi victim? He has still not visited the victim of RG Kaur.
Has Narendra Modi ever visited a
Has he visited the RG Kaur rape victim?
Nirbhaya? He visited Nirbhaya's family because it was suiting his political needs at the time. Then he wanted to create this perception that the Congress party is anti-women and they can't handle security of women. What does his government do? The disgusting act of 15th August 2022 on the Independence Day, Gujarat government gave remission to the Bilkis Bano rapist. And you know what happened thereafter? A stage was
You know,
set up.
this
These people were put
Congress
up on the
party- Can I
stage
come in?
along with the BJP MLA. They were garlanded, and the BJP MLA says,
every
"Ye to sanskari
day,
Brahman
Padmaja.
hai." That's an attack on women. That's
Can
an
I come in
attack on
now?
the Hindu faith. That's an attack.
Padmaja, you know, this Congress
Let's
party
not compare the
every
BJP
day,
and the Congress.
every day this Congress party proves how logically challenged it is. How can the absence of women journalists from a press conference be seen in the same way as a rape incident? You know, do they not understand the implications of a rape? And then he holds his hand like this, like a stupid person on the show. You know, Padmaja, please understand.
Why did Modi never meet a rapist?
Please understand. Let me come back to the statement of Mamata Banerjee. Mamata Banerjee says that, you know, you can't go out at 12:30 at night, but the fact is that is not relevant. The RG car incident took place right inside, you know, the college library. What is important over here is that TMC goons, TMC rapists, TMC criminals have inundated every college, every medical college, every police station, and Mamata Banerjee is presiding over there. She's facilitating that. I think that is the main issue which we are missing out over here, and that is the reason why she makes all kinds of obnoxious statements to defend the culprit and put the onus on the victim.
I'm going to leave it at that. I still hope that at the end of the day, there is going to be good sense prevailing on people who say that they speak for women and women's dignity. If you want to be taken seriously by the women that you claim to speak for, at least keep the same standards irrespective of where the crime happens. You cannot make it politically convenient and pick and choose which rape is worth your attention and which woman's dignity you're going to speak for. Thanks very much, all gentlemen, for joining me. The other big story that we are getting to you on the show today, in the thick of the election season, right now there is a bit of a conundrum before the Mahagathbandhan. It is yet to finalize or announce its seat-sharing arrangement. The NDA, though, has moved ahead with its formula. BJP and JDU, the two largest and equal allies, will be contesting 101 seats each. So this is where things stand right now between the two major alliances in Bihar. The NDA yesterday locked its seat-sharing formula. The Mahagathbandhan held a series of meetings. Tejasvi Yadav and the Congress leaders from Bihar met today evening in Delhi. But what happens next? In the NDA, here is what the seat-sharing pact looks like. Chirag Paswan's LJP is now firmly in the NDA fold, and he will be contesting 29 seats. What is it like compared to last time around? Let's get you a quick look at that. What is the NDA seat-sharing formula? So in 2020, the BJP contested 110 seats. This time they have actually compromised and come down to 101. JDU contested 115. It was the senior partner. But this time, things are evenly placed. Both will get 101 each, and the real winner is LJP, which last time contested independently. This time they're in the NDA fold and have managed to get a lion's share of 29 seats. The Hindustani Awam Morcha and the RLM, both of them are getting 6 seats each. But here's the thing, that this equal treatment has been given to the BJP and the JDU, despite the fact that their strike rates were very, very different. BJP won 74 out of 110. The JDU won just 43 out of 115, and yet they have been given, Nitish Kumar has been given an equal keel, an equal footing within this particular alliance. Now let's talk about the Mahagathbandhan and where the problem could actually lie. Within the Mahagathbandhan, there is a demand, but what is being offered, and perhaps that is where things are stuck right now. The Congress wanting to contest 70 seats, however, RJD sources tell us want to concede only 50 to 55. VIP, Mukesh Sahni has said, I will become the Deputy Chief Minister, and he wants 40 seats, only 18 are being offered. The left parties had the best strike rate in the Mahagathbandhan last time around. They're saying we deserve at least 40 seats. What's being offered to them is only 20 to 25. This time the JMM has also said, look, we gave RJD a very respectful number when they contested in Jharkhand, and the same formula should be applied to us. In Bihar, we should get at least 12 seats. However, only 2 are being offered right now. But it's not as if all is well. Within the NDA, there are a few discordant notes that have been sounded over the last few days. RLM chief Upendra Kushwaha, in a message to his supporters, struck a note of realism. He said the number of seats may not meet your expectations. The HAM, which had initially demanded 15 seats, remember, Jitin Ram Manjhi wants his party to be recognized as a national party. He says we need 15 or more seats. However, he has agreed to settle for 6. There is still complete silence as of now from the opposition camp. The Mahagathbandhan seat-sharing talks still remain deadlocked because the magic formula eludes all of them. All eyes, of course, now on Bihar, where the outcome could redraw not just the state's political map, but also send ripples across the national stage. Well, Bihar's political stage is once again a test of strategy and survival. The NDA's seat-sharing deal gives the BJP and JDU equal footing, setting up a tight contest as the opposition talks continue to lag. We'll be keeping a close eye on that. For now, time for a very quick break.
वॉल्यूम कम करेंगे? आपका पार्सल फिर से हमारे घर पे आया है।
कुछ तो बात है इस दिल में।
मामी हमेशा पीमाक मस्टर्ड ऑयल में ही खाना बनाती थी, ये आपके लिए।
मैंने कहा था कुछ तो बात है इस दिल में।
Paymark, the mustard specialist since 1933.
कुछ नहीं बचेगा। फ्लिपकार्ट बिग बैंग दिवाली।
What does the youth of Bihar want in this election? I will dissect and explain.
When it comes to elections, I crunch numbers and tell you what others miss.
Bihar elections, the what, why and how.
I read Bihar politics like no one else.
For over 4 decades now, I have had a ringside view of some of India's biggest elections. This time, I will bring to you the twists and turns of Bihar elections.
Understand the real election dynamics in Bihar. With me on Bihar Battleground.
The ultimate battle for Bihar. NDTV unites the biggest voices, unmissable debates and data discourse. Battleground Bihar on NDTV 24/7. She's a ballerina who defies gravity, a quantum physicist who decodes the universe. At the NDTV World Summit, Merit More brings science and art together to show us how imagination can bend the boundaries of possibility. Catch ballerina and quantum physicist Merit More at the NDTV World Summit. Live and exclusive at the NDTV World Summit 2025, 17th to 18th October on the NDTV network. Front lines of Kargil, the fury of Operation Sindoor,
So many attacks.
the chaos and cries of disaster zones, to fighter jet cockpits, and the world's most defining interviews.
It's incredible.
He has seen history break, live, unfiltered. 20,000 hours of live broadcasting.
Welcome to Left, Right and Center.
Hard facts.
War-struck country.
Hard questions.
In the Ukraine.
30 years of trust.
In the Kargil area.
North Ukraine. In France, in Italy. At Srinagar. Vishnu Shom for NDTV.
Vishnu Shom. Only on NDTV. At a time of global uncertainty, when leaders balance risk with resolve, the most definitive leadership conversation unfolds in New Delhi this October, 17th to 18th October on the NDTV network, bringing the world to India and India to the world.
A quick look now at some of the other big stories on the show. Delhi court has framed charges related to corruption and criminal conspiracy against RJD chief and former Bihar Chief Minister Lalu Prasad Yadav in the IRCTC scam. His Rabri Devi and Tejasvi Yadav charged with criminal conspiracy and cheating. Tejasvi has hit out, calling the proceedings political vendetta, and he said that the truth will eventually come out. Supreme Court slammed the Madras High Court's handling of Aroor stampede case, citing concerns on impartiality, and appointed a 3-member committee to monitor the CBI investigation. The agency is required to submit monthly status reports on the progress of the investigation to this committee. US President Donald Trump declared war in the Israel-Gaza area over. He said this as he addressed the Israeli parliament. Earlier today, the Hamas released 20 hostages after almost 2 years in captivity. Meanwhile, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu hailed Israel forces for their courage and condoled the loss of life since the 7th of October 2020. That's it from me on the show today. But remember, on every story that matters to you and the biggest headlines, the buck stops here.
वॉल्यूम कम करेंगे? आपका पार्सल फिर से हमारे घर पे आया है।
कुछ तो बात है इस दिल में।
माँ भी हमेशा पीमाक मस्टर्ड ऑयल में ही खाना बनाती थी, ये आपके लिए।
मैंने कहा था कुछ तो बात है इस दिल में।
BMAC, the mustard specialist since 1933.
The biggest musical sensation of the Middle East, Balkis Fatih, the Yemeni Arab star, redefining the rhythms of Arabia. This October, NDTV World Summit is her stage. Catch Balkis Fatih live at the NDTV World Summit. Unmissable, unmatched, unforgettable. October 17th and 18th, exclusive on the NDTV network.
ब्रेकिंग न्यूज का जमाना है। सबको तिल का ताड़ और राई का पहाड़ बनाना है। ऐसे में जनता के जूते के अंदर फंसा कंकड़ कौन देखे? बड़े बड़े मुद्दों के शोर में जमीन से जुड़े मुद्दे अक्सर खो जाते हैं। लेकिन देश तरक्की तब करता है जब जनता के माथे की शिकन हमारी हेडलाइंस बनती है। मैं सैयद सुहेल भारत को जीता हूं, भारत की बात बताता हूं। एनडीटीवी इंडिया पर।
A global leader